Hey everybody, good evening. It's that time. We're kicking off this party and I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to have you guys in this party with us and just getting to know each other, fellowshipping, growing, learning, and being refreshed and being encouraged. That's what this is all about. So I'm very excited that you're here tonight. I just want to welcome you and thank you. Thank you for reading They Call Me Blast and all the other blogs represented here, all the other bloggers participating as well. I am very happy to have you here. So tonight we're going to kick off this celebration talking about something that took me 4 years to learn, all the do's and don'ts of a happy and successful homeschool mom. So basically this is, hey, happy 1 year. Thanks, Olivia. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you. We're actually celebrating later on with Chinese for dinner. So I'm excited about eating Chinese tonight. Oh, goodness. We have so much to celebrate. Okay, so during these years of homeschooling my children, I think we all start the same way, right? We just start copying what we see in the public system, and that's the only thing that we know. That's the only kind of education pattern that we know and we have, right? I know I love Chinese. So we start on the wrong foot, doing the wrong things, and we become really unhappy, unsuccessful, and our kids get grumpy, and it's just, homeschool becomes like a burden if you don't realize those do's and those don'ts early on. So I'm going to give it to you guys, the recipe that I've been writing down all those years, all the little nuggets and all the little things that I've learned from other homeschool moms. And I put it all together actually for you guys. So you're going to be able to download this later on as well. In fact, I have something pretty cool that I prepared for you. So just watch until the end and you're going to be able to get it. So I'm going to start. I'm not going to take a lot of time because I could speak about it forever. But we have other amazing speakers tonight. We have Emmy Milsick from Rock Your Homeschool. Hi, Kayla. Your video is not working for you. Is my video working for everybody else? Can you guys just type yes? Shalom, shalom, Eva. Is the video working for everybody else, or is just Kayla? Maybe Kayla, you want to refresh your page and just jump back on the video? It isn't working for you either. It is working for some people. It's not working for other people. Okay. All right. Maybe you guys can, working for you. Okay. Perfect. All right. So if the video is not working for you, just refresh your page quickly and get back on. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. All right. Well, we'll wait. Just say hi and tell me where you're from. Just quickly. Just say hi. Tell me. Hey, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. Just say hi and tell me where you're from. They can't hear me. Oh, goodness. Can you hear me, Eva? I'm pretty loud. Hey, Nadine. I'm so excited to have you here. I'm just so pumped up. This is going to be fun, guys. So just quickly say hi. Let me know where you're coming from while we're waiting for other people to. Oh, wow. Illinois. Yay. We're just waiting for other people to refresh their page. Hey, Nadine, another Canadian in the house. All right, perfect. You can hear me. You can see me. That is pretty exciting. Okay. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and slide to the right and share this broadcast with your friends. Just go ahead and share it with your friends. Hi, Tennessee is 72 degrees. Oh my goodness, warm and sunny. Well, in Ontario, Canadians in the house. Woohoo! That is so exciting, you guys. All right, go ahead and share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Hi, Michelle. I'm so sorry I missed co-op today, you guys. I really wanted to be there with you, but got so much going on with the packing. Anyways, so just say hi. Tell me where you're from, and let's just get cracking because I do have a lot of good stuff for you guys. And I'm just going to let you guys type. Okay, number of people watching this video is increasing. That's great. Thanks, Facebook. That's so exciting. All right, you guys, so let's just start. So I've been thinking about, I'm actually been writing this and getting this together for quite a while now. Just going back to books that I have read and conversations that I had with other homeschool moms, things that I read in other blogs as well. And I've been just, hey Laurita, I've been just slowly working and putting this together. I really wanted to get, like a little guide, like those very important do's and don'ts that every mom, hey from Louisiana, hi Kristen. I haven't been to Louisiana since my graduation. I graduated at New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary in 2005. So just going back to the conversation, I put these do's and don'ts together slowly, and today I decided I was going to talk about it, and I decided to publish a post as well. But with the post, I'm going to add something else. I created something really cool. You guys are going to see at the end, but you're going to be able to go to the blog and read the post, and you're going to be able to download 2 things that I created for you. So just stay tuned. All right. More than being a successful homeschool mom, I wanted to be a happy homeschool mom. I don't know how you measure success. I think each one of us measures success in a different way. At the beginning, when I started, I thought that a successful homeschool will be my kids finishing all their workbooks, not missing anything, and getting 100% on everything, or at least 90% on everything. And I was dead wrong. I was really just overworking my kids, and we were not happy at all. So for 4 years, for the first 3 years, actually, I neglected reading books about homeschool or listen to audiobooks or podcasts and things like that. And just on the 3rd year that I began to learn more about what education was, and we talked about that last night, but in understanding what education is and understanding what homeschooling is, what it's really meant to be. So as I learned those new things, and I've learned from a lot of my mistakes, that's when things began to work in our homeschool. Now, we all know, hey Courtney, we all know that homeschooling at the beginning is a lot of hit and miss, right? We all been there, a lot of hit and miss. Nothing is just perfect from the beginning, but it gets better. But you also don't want to spend 3 years learning from your mistakes. I mean, that's just stupid, isn't it? So I did that. But you don't want to really spend 3 years just learning from your mistakes. So every time I have an opportunity to pour into a new homeschool mom or even a veteran and just share and, the nuggets that I've learned and learn from her as well, it's an opportunity to grow and to help other people too, not to make the same mistakes. So, like I said, I don't just want to be a successful homeschool mom, whatever that might be for you. I want to be a happy homeschool mom, and I want to have happy homeschool children. That is my goal. My goal is that we're going to be joyful learners, that we're going to spend a joyful time together, that we're not going to try to kill each other, that I'm not going to be yelling on the top of my lungs, just do your math. It happened a lot at the beginning. Stop talking and just write. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish I had recorded all those moments, because I would be so ashamed of myself today that I would never, ever, ever do it again. The problem of not recording is that you can fall back onto the same mistakes. Just shut up and do it. Suck it up, Buttercup, and do your math. But you know what? Oh, good, Kayla, yawn. That's awesome. Exactly. No more yelling. We want joyful homeschool atmosphere in our homes. So to educate my children and my home, it's my calling. And I want it to be a fulfilling one. I'm sorry, I'm going to look down. I'm going to look down at my notes here so I don't really go off track and you guys stay here for an hour. So to educate my children at home is my calling, and I want it to be a fulfilling one. I spent 3 years just overscheduling, overworking my children, making them miserable, making myself overwhelmed, and it was just frustrating. It was absolutely frustrating for us. So the reason why I decided to put this whole thing together is to avoid that other moms will have to spend so much time just being burned out and exhausted. Hey, Anita, I'm so glad you're here. Other moms will be exhausted and burned out since the beginning. I mean, this is not fun. This is just not good for anybody. So here it is. First of all, I want to tell you that letting go of the excess that we were trying to do in our homeschool was a huge, huge step. What is it that you're doing that is just overwhelming you and your kids? Be honest with yourself. I know you want to do Shakespeare. I know you want to do, whatever, art appreciation. I know you want to do French. I know you want to do all kinds of different things, or nature studies, all kinds of different things. But as much as you want to do everything, you don't have to do everything at once. And sometimes trying to put everything in just one basket, it just kills the joy. And you don't want to kill the joy in your homeschool. This is your family. These are your children. These are the people that you see every single day. It's like killing the joy in your marriage, and then you have to live with each other every day, right? Hi, Crystal. So glad you're here. So you don't want to kill the joy in your homeschool. So think about, what are the things that you've been doing that is just the overflow of the basket, okay? Because there's a limit that you can do it every day. There's a limit that your kids can take it every day. But there are certain things that, maybe you're going to have to pick one each semester to do it. The next semester you do something else. Or maybe you can add a loop schedule into your homeschool. On Fridays for us, we do fun Fridays in our homeschool, and we do a loop schedule. So one Friday I'll do one thing. The other Friday I'll pick another one of my extras, we don't have to do everything every day. So that was the first thing. So this alone made my children so much more productive in their studies. When I took all the excess, they became more productive because they were not overworked. And to me, it was a huge relief. It's just like that black cloud has just left from over my head. The burdens from my shoulders were completely off, and I could breathe again. My kids could breathe again, and we could really spend time doing things that were productive. And we were not finishing school at 5 in the afternoon when my husband was walking home asking if dinner was ready, and I was like, what dinner? It happened so many times in my house I lost count. So two books that I mentioned yesterday that I read that has helped me immensely, and I'm gonna mention them now again. So if you want to write it down. But I'm gonna add the links here later on after we finish this broadcast. The first one, it's called The Unhurried Homeschooler from Duranda Wilson. She's one of the speakers. She's gonna be speaking tomorrow. Actually, she's gonna be speaking tonight at 9 o'clock, 9 Eastern time. You have noticed yourself got less done under pressure and more done when relaxed. Absolutely. It's amazing. So it makes a huge difference. So the Unhurried Homeschooler was the letter that somebody had written to me, before I started. Let's just say that. When Duranda shared her 20 years of experience homeschooling 8 kids the way that she did, and they all turned out absolutely successful, I was like, this is it. This is the motto I need to follow. So the other book that have helped me a lot to relax and to enjoy my homeschool and to teach from a place where we could really be joyful is Teaching from Rest from Sarah Mackenzie. That book, you bought it today. I'm so excited. You're going to love it. You're going to love the book, Olivia, because The Unhurried Homeschooler, it's 70 pages only, and it's just fantastic. So you're going to devour, and you're going to go back and read it over and over again. I love it. So going back to Teaching from Rest, I have an Audible. I have on Kindle. I bought the companion audios. I have the journal. I have the whole thing because it was so good, and I listened to it twice on my Audible. It was just fantastic. Now you girls, listen to me. If you don't have time to open a book and read, get audio books. That's the secret. Okay? I want to read 1 or 2 books a month. Can I really buy the physical book and read it? I don't have time to sit down and open and read it. But if I put the audiobook to play, then I can do my laundry, I can do my cooking, I can do my cleaning, I can go take a bubble bath, and I'm listening to the book. So that's a huge thing. Moms, get audiobooks. Same thing for the kids. I'm going to talk about this later on. But, you know, you don't need to read aloud all the time. Get audiobooks. They're amazing. They're really, really good. So let's go and talk about the 30 do's and don'ts of a happy and successful homeschool mom. If you guys want to write it down, be my guest. Go ahead. You're an audio learner too. Great. That's awesome. I love audiobooks too. So go ahead and you can write down a few things, but I'm going to have this later on for you to download it. So don't worry if you cannot write it down. So yes, try Audible. Go for it, Crystal. If I have a banner on the blog that actually, if you sign up through that banner, you get 2 free audibles, 2 free audiobooks on your first month. So you can go and click on the banner and get those free audiobooks. All right. So number 1, this is a do, okay, of a happy and successful homeschool. You guys ready for this? Because I think this is the point that almost all of us neglect big time. The number 1 do of a happy and successful homeschool mom is put your oxygen mask first. Take care of yourself. Moms, taking care of yourself, it's not a privilege, it's a priority. It's not something that you just do on your birthday, that you go and take care of yourself. Hi, Amy, welcome. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing that you need to do for the well-being, for your well-being and the well-being of your family. Why? Because if mom is sick, then you can't take care of anybody else. Then everything gets compromised. If mom is exhausted, mom is snapping on anybody, being rude, lacking patience, lacking love, and you're not going to be able to be happy, and you're not going to be able to be successful. If you need to make a priority to sleep more, sleep more. Hi, Forrest. If you need to make a priority to take a bubble bath every night and have 30 minutes for yourself, please, just do it. Put yourself first. Get up in the morning before you get out of your room. Make sure that you're feeding your body, your soul, your spirit, your mind. And then after you are nourished, then your tank is full. Go and take care of your family. But don't try to run with your tank empty. Do not. I've burned out really badly 2 years ago to the point that I was in and out of the hospital over 10 times. You don't want to be in my situation. This blog was created with the goal of helping moms going from burned out and stressed to blissful and blessed, okay? And that's why I'm here sharing those things with you. So you are number 1 priority. Put your oxygen mask first. Number 2, find your tribe. You need community. You need support. You need to plug into a group of homeschool moms that will help you in your most difficult times. I found that my best online support, my best support period, okay, in terms of homeschool, have come from a group called the homeschoolscopes.tv. You can just go to homeschoolscopes.tv. You can just type it. Don't go in now because I don't want you to get distracted, but you're going to get the link for it. We are almost 2,000 moms in this group, and that's how we met almost all the moms that are here today, or most of them, through this group. I mean, there's other fantastic. Emma Milsick is here. She has a great group called Rock Your Homeschool. You guys are going to get to know her soon because she's doing the next session. Plug into a community. They Call Me Blast just started a new group. So if you type on your Facebook search, They Call Me Blast Moms, you will find our group. Just ask to join us. Find a community. Find your tribe. Plug in. You need the support. You need the encouragement. You need the community, okay? Number three, I want you guys to really get what I'm talking about. Keep it simple. Stop complicating your homeschool. Stop getting a bunch of curriculum that you don't need. Stop putting a lot of things in your schedule that it's unnecessary, right? It's unnecessary. You don't need to. If you don't need to, as much as you love the shiny covers of that book, have some self-control, woman. Don't add one more thing. Keep it simple. Less is better. We're going to talk about that. And what you do is enough. Don't think that you need to do more to be more effective in your homeschool, okay? Keep things simple. Simplicity has become my best friend. I cannot tell you how much getting things simplified in my life has helped me with my health, with my mental health, my sanity, with our homeschool, with my marriage. We cut last year, more than a year ago, we decided that we were going to cut all the kids' extra lessons so we could have time as a family. Do you think that they missed going to swimming, ice skating, ballet, and all the stuff that they did, piano? They didn't. We had so much fun as a family during this year. We grew close together. Our schedules were open. Every evening we could do whatever we wanted, and we didn't have to go rushing from one place to another. Just, that busyness kills the joy. So you don't want that. Keep it simple. Stop adding more curriculum. We homeschool moms are addicted to more curriculum. So I just said it. Keep it simple. Stop buying things that you don't need. Just stop adding. You're going to make your kids unhappy and unproductive if you just add one more thing to their baskets. And with that comes, don't overwork your kids. Charlotte Mason teaches us that their attention span is short, and so is ours, okay? Hi, Jenny. So you want to keep your lessons short. Do 15-20 minutes lessons with your kids. Switch to something else, okay? That has nothing to do with that. That's the best way, because you're working both sides of the brains. You're giving one side of the brain a rest, and just keep it short. Keep it short. I talked about my favorite curriculums and the things that have changed our homeschool for better last night. You can go back and watch the replay, and I highly recommend you do so, because changing our curriculum to curriculums that are gentle and that only requires 10, 15, 20 minutes a day from us, or even a week from us, were just a game changer. So don't overwhelm yourself. And here's another thing that we're guilty. Moms want to do everything for everybody all the time. If you think that you're going to be happy and successful homeschooling, sitting by your kid's side and doing everything with them without teaching them to be independent, you're wrong. You're going to burn out. Don't. You need to teach your kids to be independent as much as you can. My kids are 5, 6, and 8. And yet, half of their homeschool they can do all by themselves. All I do is supervise. They bring it to me when they're done, and they bring it to me when they have a question. You do not have to be over their shoulders the whole time. Give them space and time to think and learn and come up with a conclusion, come up with a solution. Stop just giving your kids the solution, or because we moms, we get frustrated. So now we're not only interrupting their learning process, right? Because they are trying to figure it out. We're telling them what to do because we have no patience. We're ruining it. We're blowing it. So you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to give space for your child to learn, observe, and when they have questions, let them come to you, okay? I've learned this from the random, and it made a huge difference for me. So I have created a checklist that has been the most downloaded printable in my blog, and that will help you to teach your kids to be independent. So you guys can go to the blog. I'm going to put the link later on here, and you can go to the blog and you can download it, and you will see. Give them a clipboard with a checklist on Monday, and tell them what they need to get accomplished Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday if you do 5 days a week. and let them proudly check off the list. Let them proudly show you that they are able to do on their own. You're teaching them. Listen, hi Jenny. You are raising adults. Stop thinking that you're raising children. You are raising adults. So you want your children today, you want to train them to be independent learners. You want, hey Janet, I'm so glad you're here. You want to teach them to be able to do things on their own, but be nearby to help them. Always be there to help them, but just don't be over their shoulders. Your kids thrive with a checklist. My kids do too. My kids do too, for chores, and that checklist actually includes chores as well. So we included in the checklist chores. Then you can put the subjects that they do independently, and you can put the subjects that they do together. So, right, Kayla? We're raising adults, not little kids. We already have little kids. We're raising adults now. So, and there's some extra things that you can add to it as well. Spelling words that they are learning, books that they are reading. I mean, it's really, really awesome. I love it. So I know checklists are awesome, and we need to do that. And you know what this does? Not only helps them to be more independent, it frees us. Hello, we got dishes, we got cooking, we got cleaning. We got things to do. We got laundry. We need to fold laundry. I hate folding laundry. Oh my gosh. Oh. Put an audiobook on. Fold that laundry. Eat that frog. While they are working on their independent subjects. Checking on their checklist. Okay? So you can do that. Don't overschedule. Do not overschedule. I shared about it a little bit ago. We cut off all the extra lessons for a whole year, and the difference in our family was amazing. So I know, yes, laundry is our worst enemy. We hate laundry. If anybody likes to fold laundry, you're hired. Just come to Canada. I'll hire you. So do not overschedule. It's number 7. Number 8, create margins and room to breathe. Tomorrow, I'm going to be teaching you how to create your ideal week, how I manage to organize my time, to manage my time in the way that I can include everything in my schedule. I can include my homeschooling, cleaning, self-care, date time with my husband, time that I sit down and work on my blog, and what I do every single day, right? Exactly. So the kids can fold while you do the read out loud. Perfect. There we go. We got solutions, you people. If you need help, there's so many homeschool moms here that can bring the solution to you. And that's the best way to put an audiobook. Everybody helps. My girls are 5 and 6. Guess what? I bring the basket of clothes to them. They fold their clothes and put in their drawers. Okay. My son is 8. He does his own laundry once a week. He brings his basket, put it in the washer, does his laundry, and you do an ideal week. Yes, Lindsay, I love it. I love it. So you guys are going to learn more about it. So don't think that your kids are not able to do it. Help them to be independent. Teach them. You're teaching them life skills, and you're giving them credit for their work. They feel so accomplished. They feel so proud of themselves. So you could do that. So number 8, going back. Create margins. Have free time in your calendar. Please. Perfect, Mandy. Your kids do laundry too. Have free time in your calendar. You need to have room for whatever extra happens. You need to have room to relax and read a book, or have a conversation with your husband, or have a date night with your husband, or even, go out with your friends. We have once a month, we have homeschool moms meeting, and I missed the last night because I wanted to do the live video with you guys. But do that, try to find a group of friends, or maybe just another friend. Try to do a girls' night out. I'm sure your husband will be fine with that. Give him a break too, It's refreshing. It's important. Just have some free time in your calendar so you can do this. The most frustrating thing is talking to people. It's not frustrating, but it's just sad, okay? You talk to people and say, oh, let's do this, or let's do that. Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't have any time. Or It's just sad, guys. It's very, very sad. So number 9, less is better. Do less, but do it well. Instead of asking your kids to copy a full paragraph, ask them to copy a sentence and help them, teach them the habit of perfect execution. So do this. Instead of making them read a full chapter, make them read a page, but let them do it well. Don't overwork them, right? So this is better. So cut the extras. You can't do 12 subjects a day. You don't need to do everything every day. You don't need to be enrolled in every lesson. You don't need to do, just try to take the extras off and do less, but do better. Number 10, this is a big one. Focus on your relationship with your children. Homeschooling is not about how many things you check off the list. It's about raising adults. It's about building a relationship and helping them to grow as a whole person, okay? As a whole person. You are parenting the heart of your child as you homeschool your child. So take time to build that strong relationship that you are privileged to spend time with your children every single day and pour into their lives. So don't miss the focus of building relationship. Okay? Relationship is more important. You have a child that is upset, stop everything, go have a one-on-one, love, comfort, encourage, give them the assurance that they need. Relationship needs to be the core of our homeschool. So, number 11. Oh, I need to really rush for this because it's 7:30 already. Number 11, be a student of your child. Watch, learn how they observe, what they like, what do they don't like it. Be a student of your child. Once you can read them, you can help them to learn better. They will be happier, you will be happier, things will be more productive. So number 12, value what they value. If they want you to give them attention, give them attention. Because if you don't do it, when you want their attention, they are going to be all over the place. So value what they value. If it's really, really important for my 5-year-old to talk about her unicorn that she just drew, then give her full attention. Because when I need to speak to her, she will give me attention. You, as a homeschool mom, you're discipling your children. You are teaching and leading by example. So value whatever it is. It might sound so stupid because, maybe something else going on a podcast is more important to you. Pause the podcast and give value to what they are trying to show you. So number 13, celebrate all accomplishments, small or big. Make sure you are celebrating every victory. Make sure that you're patting them on the back and says, I'm so proud of you. You're really good at that. Oh, this is marvelous. Just celebrate every victory for both, for yourself and for them. Make sure you pat yourself on the back. You know what? We had a great day. No meltdowns. I know, ask questions about those unicorn. Exactly. And let them tell you, right? Ashley, you're a teacher. You know that. Ask them questions about it. Why did you use those colors? What is this on the top of the unicorn head? Make it important because it is important to them. So make it important. Or what is this little house you drew here? What is this little flower? Or what is this shape here? Let them talk about it. You're building up a strong communication skills with your children. You are letting them know that they're important, what they value, you value, and they can come and talk to you about anything because anything and everything is important to you as a mom, okay? That's very important. Celebrate our accomplishments. 14, write each other's notes. Okay, I found that this is actually really fun, that I can write them little notes and have them write back to me. And I first started because I wanted to help them to write. But it became really little love notes and love letters. And it's fun. It's fun. Just, you can get a little sticky note, put on their notebook, or put on the page of their lesson that they need to start on their book. Just be creative, but just do little notes for your kids. You don't have to do it every day. It's just once in a while, but it's fun, and it helps them to write back to you. And I love it, getting all the misspelled words and all the little hearts and all the little pictures of hugs and happy smiles. So that's something that you can do that can help you be happier in your homeschool, make your kids happier. And that does make your kids love homeschooling and does make your homeschool successful. Okay? Those little things make a difference. 15, have a tea party. I am a huge, I know those notes are priceless. I had a hard time getting ready to move and throwing things away because I wanted to keep everything. All right, number 15, have a tea party. I'm a huge fan of poetry tea time. Once a week, we get a little tea party together, bake some cookies. The kids help me baking. We get together, we get some books to read, and we just let them recite poetry. Let them make voices, and let them act funny. And we just have a fun time together. They are learning beautiful language. They are learning to enjoy reading poetry. They are learning to enjoy literature. They are enlarging their vocabulary. They are learning more things. And you're having fun, right? What you're learning. So have a tea party. I have I have a list of 60 favorite books for poetry tea time on the blog that you can download as well as a checklist, and just take it to the library, and every month you can pick a few of those books to read. All right. 16, read aloud. Read aloud. I can go on and on with benefits for reading aloud with your children, but I want to focus in one thing. Cuddling with your kids, having fun, reading books, making funny noise, watching their eyes sparkles, watch them smiling when there's something funny in the story, have conversations, have discussions with them. Let them initiate the conversations as you read aloud. Read aloud is always fun. And if you don't have time to just sit down, open the book and read, or actually you might have the time, but if you're not a good reader like me, I suck big time because English is not my first language. Put audiobooks and all cuddle together. Get the hot chocolate, get the cookie, or whatever you want to do to make it fun. Put the audiobook on. So it is really precious, and we do it like almost every single day in this house. My kids devour books. Why? Because we read aloud together as a family. They see me reading, we read together, and once in a while I can find them around the house reading books. 17, hug more. Remember, we talked about relationship, we talked about communication, we talked about being, fully paying attention to what they're saying. But also, this is a good opportunity for you to develop that physical relationship with your children. I had a really hard time having, hugging and kissing my children when I first had them, even though I came from a family of huggers and kisses. But I won't go through the story. But because of what I went through in a certain point of my life, I had a really hard time showing affection through touching. And I had to force myself to hug and kiss my kids often so they will have the physical relationship with me. And it's so important. And the other thing too is that this week I was teaching math. I was doing math for Ben. Ben did the first time by himself. The second time he was having trouble because his grade was not enough. Anyways, I shouldn't have asked him to do again, but I did. Then he had a meltdown. You know what I did? I put him in my lap. He's 8 now, he's growing, and he's not going to be 8 forever. I put him in my lap, put my arms around him, gave him lots of hugs and kisses, wiped his tears off, and we went through the lesson together. You have this chance to do it now. They're going to grow. I'm going to cry. They're going to grow. They're going to leave the house. You're going to miss the hugs. You're going to miss the kisses. You're going to miss their little hands touching your face. Okay? So do it now. You have all the time in the world to do it, even during your homeschool time. Get them to sit on your lap, hug them, kiss them. It's very important. So praise them often. Kids respond to positive reinforcement. Just praise them. Always, always praise them. Watch them. You know, we are so quick to point the wrong, but we are so slow to point the right. Point the right 5 times more than you point the wrong, and you will see a difference, right? Leave a loving legacy. Absolutely, Ashley. I so agree with you. Leave a loving legacy. Okay, 19. When everything gets stressful, the meltdown happens, close the book. Close the book. Don't try to force that situation to prolong. Just close the book. Oh yeah, reading 5 love languages for kids is excellent. It's a really help. It's a really big help. So if things get stressful, close the book, go play a game, go for a walk, go do something else. Then you come back to it when the kid is calmer and the situation is under control. So you don't need to really force the situation when it's a bad situation. It's just gonna get worse. 20, allow some fun in your homeschool. Pick a way that at least for 5 minutes every single day, you can add some fun to your homeschool. Okay? Just add something, add an educational game, whatever that is. Let them do something silly. Do a show and tell, but add some fun to your homeschool. Don't make it a massive school time, 7 hours a day. You can't stop it until it's all done. No, add some fun. They need the fun, and you do too. You do too, or you're going to go crazy. So add some fun to your homeschool. It's a great time to just take a break from the books and still learn somehow, okay? Kids learn from that. 21, we're almost there. Your calendar is yours. You don't need to follow the public school calendar. You don't need to follow your friend's calendar. Your time is in your hands. So stop trying to panic because everybody's finishing their school in May and you're not even half of the way. I'm preaching to myself here. We homeschool year round, so we don't have to worry about those things. That took all the stress off my shoulder or feeling like I'm feeling behind. And this is probably number 22. There is no such a thing of being behind in homeschooling. Please learn that. Behind who and behind what? Your kids need to learn on their own pace. Do it as their pace allows. You want them to master before you move on. You don't want just to check it off the list so we can say to everybody else that we're done in May. Oh, we can take a vacation. And your kids don't even remember what they learned because they were not given the time to just master before they move on. So forget about the calendar. Make your own calendar. You're in control of your own time and your kids' homeschool calendar. It's completely in your hands. You're not behind. This is going to take a huge revelation off your shoulders. You are exactly where you need to be according to your kids' pace. And just, walk as far as their legs can go. Not yours. Okay? As far as their legs can go. Not yours. So number 23. Moms. Dun, dun, dun. Don't fall into the comparison trap. Please stop comparing your kids. Please stop comparing yourself. Please stop comparing your curriculum. Please stop comparing whatever. Stop. You don't need to compare anything because your children are unique. You are unique. Your family is unique. Your needs and wants are unique. Okay, your style, your family style, your learning style, you're all unique. So stop comparing. Ditch the comparison. Don't think because Johnny is finishing his 3rd grade book and Luke, your son, it's only half of the way that Johnny's better than Luke. Stop thinking like that, okay? Johnny's Johnny and Luke is Luke and they're going on their own pace. So, number 24, take a homeschool break. Once in a while, take a homeschool break. I don't know how long you need in between breaks, but once in a while, just take a break because you need it, okay? Right, comparison fights and guilt is Satan's biggest win, right? It's, if you want to kill the joy in your homeschool, start comparing things. If you wanted to kill the joy in your motherhood, start comparing yourself with other moms. So stop comparing and be yourself and let your kids be who they are, okay? Who they were created to be. So take a homeschool break just because you need it, because your kids need it. Some people do sabbatical breaks. I think like they do homeschool for 6 weeks and then they take 1 week off. That would be too much for me. I don't know if I can do that. But every 3 months, 4 months, take a week off. That will give you time to rest. But don't take it off to work on your plans for homeschooling or your lessons. Take it off to rest, okay? Don't just you can't take a vacation from homeschool to work on homeschool stuff. It doesn't work, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's finish this. 25. Enjoy every minute. Be fully present. Get rid of distractions. Put the phone away. Turn off the notifications on the phone. When you are homeschooling your children, forget about the rest of the world. Be fully there for your sake and for their sake. If you are trying to do homeschool and 10,000 things at the same time and scrolling on your phone or listening to something else when your kids are trying to talk to you, that's what they're going to learn to do. And you're not going to like it when later on you're trying to speak to your children and they are scrolling things on their phone without even looking you on the face. So lead by example. Be fully present. 27, laugh with your children. Even if you have to tickle them so you can start laughing and make them laugh. Laugh with your children. A good laugh, it's a good medicine. We know that. We all need to laugh often. They need to laugh often. It takes the stress. It releases endorphins in our bodies. It takes the stress off. It makes us feel happier. So find ways that you can laugh often with your children. You took a break this week. Best thing you could have done. There we go, Kristen. Way to go. Way to go. That's big, and we need that. 28, make it fun. Make it fun. Just add fun to your homeschool. Play more games together. And we kind of talk about that already. 29, go for walks with your kids. In the middle of homeschool, close the book, go for a walk. It's hard here because it's like minus something. It's too cold. But just let them go and play and run outside. We need to do physical exercises too. That helps our brain to restore, to get refreshed, and then we can get back. That's why I think schools have recess in the middle, right? Because then the kids can take a break. They can go and move around and get the blood flow circulating in their bodies, get their minds refreshed, and then they go back and they can learn better. So do that. And the last one, and we're going to finish here, because Emmy's going to start hers pretty soon. The last one. Create a home that your kids always wanted to come back to. Mom, you have the chance to make this years of homeschooling your children. Make memories and make your home a place where they always want to come back to. They will always remember the days you spent together watching the ladybugs. I'm going to start crying because it happened today. We had a little female and a male ladybug, and the kids were watching the ladybugs all day. They're always going to remember that. They're always going to remember the time that you were stargazing with them and that you're just learning something about whatever it was. Or when you were reading Little House on the Prairie with them, they're always going to remember that home memory. It's going to come and fill their hearts. And you know what? They're going to grow up with those memories and they will want to duplicate it. They will want to create the same atmosphere, the same loving and caring home to their children. You have an amazing calling in your life. I have an amazing calling in my life, which is to raise adults who are going to be successful, who are going to be fulfilled, who are going to be strong in knowing who they are and knowing that they don't have to give in to peer pressure or they don't have to go with the flow, that they can just be themselves. That is a blessing. That is a blessing that I don't want you to miss. And I don't want to miss that. So here you are. You just heard my do's and don'ts. And I want to hear if you have anything else to add to this list. So go to the blog, add your comments. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear how this spoke to you. And more than anything else, I wanted to hear from you a few months from now. And I want to hear you saying that made a huge difference in my homeschool and in our family, in my life. I am a happier homeschool mom today because of that. I love you guys. I hope this has blessed you. I'm sorry I have gone like way beyond because I talk too much. But if you missed part of it, just go back and watch the replay. The videos are going to be here for a while at the Facebook event page. Let's just go and listen from Amy Milsick right now. I love you guys. Have a blessed night. Enjoy. Keep enjoying. We got three more amazing speakers tonight. I love you. Enjoy it. And be a happy and successful homeschool mom.